Welcome back to video number 2. This is the video where we're going to cover the Netflix cooking show, which is finally dropped. The trailer finally dropped. My God. All right, let's just jump in and cover this, shall we? Let's go. Now we know why Meghan's Instagram was launched, because it just came out that her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, is going to premiere this January, and we have all the details. Now, one of the first things I want to point out is she's cosplaying Diana again, because Diana used to sign off her personal letters, Love Diana. So you get that? So now she's Love Meghan. Second of all, Netflix put theirs up, and look at the down thumb numbers. It's not good for Meghan at all. People just don't like her. A big thank you to the Prince on Twitter for pointing out that not only is she copying Diana, she's copying Catherine. According to Taz, pointed out that she's copying the Marchioness of Bath. She is the African-American woman who married into the British royal family, and I think that Meghan really copied her as well. She must have had her on her vision board, because it's so just like everything she's done. Next up, Meghan's already had a snafu because she uploaded the trailer to this new Instagram account we just talked about. But what she put up was not formatted, and it was very blurry and it didn't look good. So then she had to take it down and then re-upload again. Please remember that one of Meghan's big things is her attention to detail. Well, we saw that attention in her Instagram with the 2025 in the sand, and now you're seeing it again with her upload. This is going to be a flop, in my opinion. She put out a pre-thing, a trailer, a Netflix trailer. You know that song, Do You Believe in Magic? Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, so that's playing. Let me tell you what's going on during the trailer. So it starts off, she's chopping and she's cooking and she goes, "Let's go." And then it leads into her saying, "I've always loved taking something ordinary and elevating it, surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking about them." Sorry, guys, it gets cheesy. She cuts the cake and her friend goes, "What? This is one of the most glamorous moments of my life." She does her fake laugh. Then it shows her collecting flowers and she goes, "I'm going to show you my tips and tricks. I see what color I gravitate to and everything goes from there. And how you can incorporate these every day." And then she goes, "And this is what you want, that shape, that texture. This is about connecting with friends. I love that we're doing this together for the first time. Making new friends," and she tries this thing on the spoon and goes, "That's so good." And he goes, "Yeah, we're family now. Just learning. Look how much honey we have." And all the time that music's playing in the background. "We're not in the pursuit of perfection. We're in the pursuit of joy." And then it shows her doing the seal clap. "Love is in the details, and sometimes you have to do it totally wrong to get it totally right." The music's playing, "Do you believe like I believe?" That kind of thing. And then she sits down and goes, "Look what we made." And then the pictures come across, hugging with her friends. Harry makes a little cameo. And yeah, this is With Love, Meghan. I'm not going to lie, I'm not looking forward to this. And then they show the dog snoring. No. So Meghan puts this up on the Instagram and she says, quote, "I've been so excited to share this with you. I hope you loved the show as much as I loved making it. Wishing you all a fantastic new year. Thanks to our amazing crew and the team at Netflix. Beyond grateful for the support and fun as ever, Meghan." Now, Netflix comes out and says this is an inspiring series produced by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, that reimagines the genre of lifestyle programming, blending practical how-tos and candid conversations. She shares personal tips and tricks, embracing playfulness over perfection, and highlights how easy it can be to create beauty, even in the unexpected. It's an 8-episode series. Each installment is 33 minutes long. So who's in it? The same people that we expect: Delphina, Nacho's wife, Mindy Kaling, Tracy Robbins, who we know is the wife of Paramount CEO Brian Robbins, a veteran literary agent, and the bookstore co-founder Godmothers. Remember, she went to that? Jennifer Rudolph Walsh, and Kelly Zafin, the Alliance to Mom's Woman. I personally really don't understand why Meghan thinks that she's this great chef. But let me just take you back a little bit. Do you remember she was dating that Viello guy? That's who she was actually living with while she started dating Harry. So about 10, 11 months ago, this guy Corey apparently gave a televised interview where he openly said that Meghan Markle stole some of his stuff. Now, to grasp the context, you have to understand that he accused Meghan Markle of betrayal and theft, if you can believe that one. Meghan Markle has never come out and said one way or another where her recipes came from, but she likes to take credit for other people's work. Look at the cookbook from the UK, from those other women's recipes. So this is the story that was reported. Corey said that Meghan was working on her cookbook together. She visited his renowned downtown LA bakery. And during the visit, Meghan showed a very big interest in his signature lemon olive oil cake. She inundated him with questions about the ingredients and the method. She took numerous photos of the recipe card on display. This is what's being alleged. And then we all know she eventually made this lemon olive oil cake, and she claimed it was her recipe. And that's what really upset him. We know that he is a well-renowned chef. There was also some discussion several years ago that one of the reasons why they broke up, besides the fact that he was supposedly living with her and she was dating Harry behind his back, was that they apparently had some dinner one night and he made the dinner and she took full credit for the recipes. It is being reported that Meghan's return to Instagram is what added the quote-unquote extra layer of excitement for her upcoming series. Give me a freaking break. Now what they're going to do is they're going to use her Instagram to try to hawk recipes and pans and pots and all kinds of stuff. She didn't even cook in her own house. Remember, you guys, she rented a house near a pot farm. Now, we heard that she was going to be ripping off Martha Stewart, and from everything that I've seen on here, that is exactly what she's doing. She's literally taking every cue from Martha Stewart. With the massive difference being that Martha Stewart did all of her cooking and gardening and all of her work in her actual home. We know that this was a house that Meghan rented. She didn't want them filming in her Montecito home. We all know why, right? They don't really live there. It's just a stage, essentially. Now, remember, they didn't use Duchess of Sussex here. They did on the Instagram, but not here. But notice the way the table is set. Notice the cups and the saucers to make it look very UK, very British, very royal. And I do have to say that she goes out of her way to make sure that people knows that she does have friends. Look at her fabulous friends. But in the end, let me tell you what I saw going on here. I saw her putting some bread on a plate and putting some mozzarella and tomato on top. Like that's something, fabulous all by itself. So basically she put vegetables on a plate. She put some cheese and tomato on a bread, and she scooped some ice cream into a jar. Yeah, I don't think anybody else could do that. She shows how to make fancy ice cubes by putting flowers in them, and freezing them. Again, something that anybody can do. The picture you're looking at is off of Google. How about putting raspberries with leaves on top of the cake, and then when you cut it open, there's raspberry and cream in the middle? No, I've never seen a cake like that before. Now, there is some talk online that this might actually work for her, because after all, this is not about her helping others. This makes her the center of attention, which is what she's best at. You never know, but I gotta be honest, in my honest prediction, this just isn't going to go well. Like I said, I think initially people might be slightly interested, but I don't think this is going to save their Netflix contract. I think Netflix realizes and is releasing this because this is their last ditch effort to try to get something. I have no doubt that there will be Doria, although I don't think you'll see the kids. But then again, since they use the children the way they do, the children might make a cameo to try to pull in the views, just like what they did with Spotify. But it bombed with Spotify, and I don't think this is going to do any better either. Like I said, once again, in my opinion, in the current economy where people can't even afford to put food on the table, to see a bunch of multimillionaires sitting around while she bakes them good food, it's just kind of snobbish, unrealistic, and out of touch. The Daily Mail ended up agreeing with me and said that a lot of people on X were saying that Meghan is entitled for cooking meals that nobody right now can afford. This is also supposed to be about caring and love, and yet this woman still has not reached out to her father. Not to mention, there's been 2 terror attacks in 2 days. She should have done a show where she brings food and desserts to low-income people, but again, this is not about other people. This is all about her. All right, you guys, I'm looking for those comments. Please make them good. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell and the thumbs up. Then go down into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my Amazon wish list, and my physical address. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.